During the Third Reich, the Nazi government forcibly sterilized many thousands of people whom the government deemed unworthy of producing offspring. The Nazis weren't the only ones. During that same time, the federal government and several states in America did the same thing. Did such government-sponsored sterilizations comport with the Constitution? In 1927, in Buck v. Bell, the United States Supreme Court upheld a Virginia law that permitted involuntary sterilization of mentally disabled people whose mental disabilities were likely to be passed down to future generations. Later, in 1942, in Skinner v. Oklahoma, the court addressed an Oklahoma law permitting involuntary sterilization of certain habitual criminals. Jack Skinner spent his adult life in and out of prison. Among his felony convictions were theft of chickens and 2 different armed robberies. During Skinner's imprisonment on his 3rd conviction, Oklahoma enacted its Habitual Criminal Sterilization Act. The act provided that a habitual criminal with at least 3 felonies involving moral turpitude was subject to being involuntarily sterilized through a medical procedure. The act specifically stated that certain white-collar felony offenses, including embezzlement, weren't included as crimes of moral turpitude. The Oklahoma Attorney General instituted proceedings against Skinner pursuant to the act. Skinner objected that the act violated the due process and equal protection clauses of the 14th Amendment. The trial court overruled his objections. In accordance with the act, a jury was asked to determine only whether Skinner had been convicted of 3 felonies of moral turpitude and whether a sterilization through a vasectomy would be detrimental to Skinner's overall health. After the jury found that Skinner had 3 predicate convictions and also that a vasectomy wouldn't be detrimental to his health, the trial court ordered Skinner to be sterilized. Skinner appealed to the Oklahoma Supreme Court, which affirmed the trial court's order. Skinner successfully petitioned the United States Supreme Court to review his case.